Greetings from the black holes of Dakota Territory, United States of Advertising. Stan Gibilisco here with a little more advice for writers and for people in particular who want to make writing their lifelong passion, their lifelong occupation, their lifelong way of making a living, if they're so lucky. What is an overnight success? Have you ever heard of that? Occasionally it happens, but not often. Maybe once out of 1,000 times, maybe once out of 10,000 does it happen. But eventually, if you enjoy your work and you keep at it long enough, you will achieve success, barring some unforeseen catastrophe, which now it looks like may be a little less unforeseen than we had thought. Bankruptcy of your publisher, for example. But in any case, I began writing in 1981 and continued on through the 1980s until now. So I have been at this racket for over 3 decades. But I didn't really begin to make any significant amount of money, and by significant I mean a living wage. I didn't make a living wage for 20 years after I began this racket. 20 years. At least not a decent living wage. Perhaps a poverty-level living wage after 15 years. And it's now back close to that poverty-level living wage, roughly what an entry-level South Dakota school teacher makes, which, if you look it up, ain't much. But there is one great beauty in keeping at something for that long. And you have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy the process. You have to enjoy the day-to-day work. You have to love it, practically, in a manner of speaking, in order to have this happen. It may take you 20 years, I'd say an average of 15, before, as a book writer, you will make sufficient royalties to earn a living. At least that's the way it was when I began. Now, things are different with the internet, but I would say probably, again, the more things change, the more they stay the same. 10, 15, maybe 20 years. Let's just say that if you start today, then in 15 years, you'll make a living wage off of book royalties. You'll have to keep at it, though, because people get tired of work that goes out of date. So you keep at it, but eventually the momentum will build, probably after about 15 years. So if you start today, you may achieve that goal in 15 years. If you start tomorrow, you may achieve that goal in 15 years and 1 day. So why not start now? And you may eventually be in the enviable position of yammering into a YouTube iPad about how you achieved overnight success. Stan Gibilisco signing off. Until next time, so long.